There are several reasons the City of Ada needs a new sports complex. Foremost, the city does not own Matthews Park. It belongs to the cement plant. Equally as important, there is no expansion at that location. Lighted practice space for the multitude of area teams is practically non-existent.
We're pretty fragmented in what we have. Basically, we have a softball complex that was built in the 70s that's on a leased facility. The youth baseball programs in another facility. So, we really, it would be the ideal situation to have everything in one place, to be able to compete with other communities, because we're a long way behind.
One of the functions of municipal government is to do everything possible to improve the quality of life for its citizens. And that's, I think, an essential function. And right now, at least for the facilities we have for baseball, are substandard. They're on county-owned property, ostensibly maintained by the city, and the organization, Kiwanis Baseball, is run by volunteers. I don't think that's a sustainable model.
Our facilities are adequate just to play on. Are they equal to any of the other communities around? Not really anymore. As far as practice, totally inadequate. We've lost practice field after practice field, and we can't really use our complex for practicing just to protect the turf for our games. But as properties have developed around Ada, we've lost probably 75% of our practice fields. So by doing a new sports complex and with the possibility of keeping Kiwanis fields and keeping Matthews to use for certain things, then that really gives us control of some practice fields and gives us the ability to have some practice fields on some lighted facilities with restrooms, which we have none of that right now.
The new sports complex funded by the Penny for Our City sales tax will remedy all those problems. The new sports complex will be built north of Ada on Highway 99 and 377 across from the cleat facility. The site was selected by a citizens committee following thorough research. The site is approximately 65 acres, which will allow for possible expansion in the future.
I feel the location is great, not only for the citizens of Ada, but also for visitors. The ease of access to getting into the facility with the highway and Richardson Loop. The quality of life in Ada will improve because the sports complex will be a state-of-the-art facility that families can enjoy not only sporting events, but also the new walking and running trail.
I think it's a great location. If you look at the site overall, I think the location's good. It's right on the new Highway 377 alignment. Good access for folks coming from town. The folks in town, you just get on the loop, come around. There's already an exit on 377. Because of the development of cleat, there's water, sewer, all the infrastructure is already in place and really just is at basically the front door of the facility.
Well, we looked at 4 or 5 locations, and the difficulty is you want to be able to have a facility that is capable of expansion, because you don't just plan for today, you plan for tomorrow if you're going to be doing things responsibly. And so you want to plan for future development. And so we had the opportunity to purchase from the Ada Industrial Development Corporation a 60-plus acre tract of land that's on a major transportation route into our community.
The site overall, for anyone that's seen the master plan, the ability to put baseball, softball fields, soccer and football fields on that, to have playground area, to have a walking path, to have ponds and a small lake as a part of that, really gives you more than a sports complex. It gives you a destination for folks that are there, but it also gives basically another park area for folks to use for a number. So it's really a multi-purpose facility besides just being a destination for sports. It's got things for people to do while they're there.
I believe that if you're going to spend tax dollars on a project such as this, you need to have it accessible, and exposure is a good thing. You're going to be able to put light standards out there that when they're illuminated, you know, you don't want to hide those behind an airport or in the center of a community. You want that out on a transportation route where people are seeing it and they can see what Ada's got going on.
Aside from great new recreational facilities for the community, a new sports complex has another benefit. It will bring many visitors to Ada, and those visitors will contribute to the growth of the local economy. With the boost in quality of life and the city's bottom line, it is truly a win-win project, all made possible by the penny for our city sales tax.
The local economy will improve because visitors will not only be spending money at the new sports complex, but they will also be spending money at our restaurants, shopping our local businesses, and be booking hotel rooms.
In much the way that you know, the United States and the Soviet Union were in an arms race in the Cold War era, you know, a lot of these communities of 15,000 plus, they're in a complex race. And I'm not saying that you throw money at a problem, but you need to at least keep up with other communities that are developing these type of resources for their citizens and as a magnet to pull people in from outside their communities, because, you know, that second leg being the development of your sales tax base.
Well, we've struggled for years to make improvements to what we have. And this allows us, of course, the city's purchased the property for the sports complex. In the case of Matthews, you know, Wholesome owns that property. And the decision was made years ago to really not invest a lot of the taxpayers' money in long-term improvements to that if the city did not own it. The way federal grants are set up now, you can't get a grant for a facility you do not own. So the penny basically made it possible for us to purchase our own land, to develop facilities, and then it also gives us the ability later on, as federal funds, Parks and Recreation funds become available, it allows us the opportunity to apply for those. So it helps us in a lot of ways, really.